No matter how upset you are by the strike in the NFL, football is still a fall tradition in this country. But with labor problems among the pros and recruiting scandals among the colleges, where does a person find a couple of America's real teams these days? Well, as News 8's Hal Clement tells us, you find them in the same places you always found them, in small towns all across our country, in towns like Ramona on a Friday night in September.
Ramona, California on a Friday night. In the fall, that means high school football. What else do you do in Ramona on a Friday night if you don't come to the Bulldog games?
Oh, no, I either go to the movies or stay home. I mean, there's not really too much to do around here.
Skating or the movies. That's about it.
This was the Bulldogs' first game of 1982. Last year they won 3 and lost 6. It was their best record in 4 years, but the past is forgotten. It's a new team, new season.
They're pitching. They'll do good.
Bulldogs have a really good team this year. I think they're going to take second or first place this year.
Ramona is coached by Jack Minotti, who also coached for 7 years at Kearney and 6 years at Madison, much bigger schools in the city. He's also coached in college. This is more fun.
Our kids are good kids. As far as football, probably the biggest problem is they're not aggressive enough. We have to make them aggressive. We have to find ways to make them aggressive. We didn't have to find that at Kearney, and we did have a little problem at Madison in that regard, but we soon overcame that. But by and large, the kids are family-oriented. They're
rag, let's wipe those hands.
Well-mannered. They're good kids, and it's been very enjoyable from that aspect.
Minotti and his players gathered in a classroom at the high school at 5:30 Friday afternoon, 2.5 hours before kickoff. It could have been a math or a history class from the looks of it, except for the jerseys on the students and the helmets on the desks. First order of business, making sure the new Bulldog decals were placed properly on the helmets.
All right, the tail is almost lined up with the back. And he has it lined up with the front button on the bike.
Then offensive coordinator Bill Clark took over, speaking in the language peculiar to football coaches.
Basically, our offensive game plan is pretty simple. You guys know we're running the 10 series, the 20 series, and the 49 and 41 pitches and the 49 and 41 laterals.
As in all classrooms, some students listened to the teacher and some had other things to do. Then it was down to the locker room to get dressed and taped, the tension starting to build thicker and thicker, like the layers of tape. And back to the classroom for the coach's pregame speech. Minotti is not Newt Rockney, but he's not bad.
Normal procedure is the butterfly start in the stomach. The adrenaline begins to flow. You get sleepy. You got to hit somebody. That's the first thing. And once you make good contact, it'll all be over. We realize you're going to make mistakes, okay? And as I told you before, you never have to worry about that. The coaches never forget the mistakes you made, do they? No. The only thing we have over anybody is our unity. So let's keep it.
Time to head for the stadium, which is at the junior high school 8 blocks away. There's no team bus, so the players will have to take their own cars. The junior varsity team had to walk. And maybe an omen of good things to come. There's a rainbow over the stadium.
Pass blocking. Ready? Go! Okay.
It's raining hard, and the ball is slippery. That could be a problem for the Bulldogs, who like to pass. The players are nervous, but they overcome it with enthusiasm. Ramona's opponent is University City, a second-year high school fielding its first ever varsity football team. Enthusiasm is not a problem for them either. One of the charms of coming to a high school football game on a Friday night is that things really don't change that much over the years. And even if it's been quite some time since you were in high school, you come out to a game like this, you look around, you say, you know, I remember when we used to do that. There is the band, the drum major, the pep squad, and the team running on the field. Ramona lost the toss, and they had to kick off.
Where's my kicker?
What do you want? I'm right here.
I want a squib kick on the right-hand side.
On the right.
Don't let it go out of bounds. On the right-hand side. Ready, set, go.
He got his squib kick, and the game and the season were underway. First play of the game, Ramona's defense threw University City for a big loss. The rain had suddenly stopped, and Ramona was able to get its passing game going for a while. But the ball was still slippery. Minotti on the sidelines kept his cool, but he is a coach, and coaches do have to occasionally ask referees questions.
Did you feel he hit him from behind, even though everything was in front? I mean, it looked like his head and everything was in front. All right, that's what your judgment was.
And coaches have to offer suggestions.
Hit him! Hit him! Hit him!
And question officials some more.
I can't believe it! No! No! I understand it's a judgment. Okay, but he was on the ground. All right, he almost got the ball. He was on the ground, and the kid tripped over him afterwards and after.
Okay, that's the way you saw it. I saw it different, okay?
Okay.
You know, someone has to make the decision. Okay?
Yeah, I know, but it's a costly one. Thank you. I can't believe it. We're getting hammed.
It's a scoreless game at halftime, and of course, it's time for the halftime show. The flag team. Well, it's the first game of the season for the flag team, too. Is there a high school band anywhere in the country that does not play on Wisconsin? If there is, they should be ashamed of themselves. This version, naturally, is called On Ramona. The game resumed, and Ramona scored first. Gary Challenger passing to Tim Nagel for a touchdown. High school, college, pro football, there is nothing quite like that first touchdown. But University City was not about to roll over. Troy Duncan, what a marvelous name for a quarterback, to Albert Crosby, touchdown. It was tied. You had to wonder if University City, a much bigger team physically, might not be wearing the Bulldogs down. Nonsense. You cannot wear a Bulldog down. Challenger to Vic Minotti, touchdown. Ramona led 14-7. It was the fourth quarter. Ramona seemed in control. But part of the charm of high school football is that hardly anyone is ever in control. The final minute of the game, University City had the ball. Coach Minotti joined his team in the huddle.
He stopped this first down, guys, and the game's over. Come on! You got to stop.
But University City got the first down. Time running out. Then, near disaster for Ramona. A long pass, a great catch. University City had the ball at the 1-foot line with 13 seconds left. They tried a quarterback sneak for the touchdown. No good. Time ran out. Ramona had won it 14-7. The joy of victory can be a painful thing, especially if a teammate is wearing a helmet and you are not. The alma mater, sung to the tune of 100 or maybe 1,000 alma maters across the country. And celebration for the heroes of Friday night. During the game, a Ramona assistant coach had come up to me on the sidelines and said, "Hey, not bad for a small town, is it?" "No, it isn't, Coach. Not bad at all." Hal Clement for News 8 Prime Time in Ramona.
Now, you can't watch that story and tell me that things have changed all that much since you were in high school or since I was playing for the Spring Branch Bears back in Texas. And I will guarantee you one thing. They won't cancel any of those games because of a players' strike.